What is going on, guys? This is Brian here from Killerin, bringing you a video about Oceanhorn, Monster of Uncharted Seas. Today I'm going to be starting a new game on here. I've played it for a pretty good amount of time, but I want to show you guys kind of what it is, or what the free trial is at the beginning of this game. The game opens up with a cutscene, so I'm going to be quiet for that, but I'll give you a little bit of commentary throughout the rest of the video.
I'm leaving tonight and I'm not coming back, kid. My fate is tied to a monster from the depths of time. Oceanhorn. I hear its horrible sound echoing from the sea. It is coming for me again. This is all happening sooner than I thought, and I am forced to act. Whatever happens next, not going to lose you like I lost your mother. This necklace is the last thing left of her. Keep it close and guard it well. I will give you my old notebook from my travels. It will guide your way to an island of a friend. He will help you to prepare for what is coming. I know I'm asking too much of you, but this is the only way to stop Oceanhorn.
Wake up. The time has come.
There we have it, guys. This is Oceanhorn, Monster of Uncharted Seas. I'm going to turn the volume down on the game just so you guys can hear me a little bit better. There we go. And the first thing you need to know real fast is that I'm using a Bluetooth gamepad for this because it makes controlling a little bit easier, and it also makes it so there's no touch buttons or anything on the screen to interrupt your view. As you can see right out of the, right off the bat, this game has a lot of influences from The Legend of Zelda, and I don't think I've ever seen a game that wears its influences more proudly on its sleeve. Like, this game is just covered in The Legend of Zelda. Everything from the chests to like the vertical setup reminds me of a Link to the Past or A Link Between Worlds, depending on which one you've played more recently. One cool thing about this game is that every NPC is interactable. You can talk to any person in the game that you want to. Did you sleep well, kid? Do you still have the same nightmare? Your father often visited this island on his travels when he was younger. This is like the village elder right here. So for this free trial, it's not very long. It's honestly about 15 minutes or so if you know exactly what to do. And I'm going to try and get through it decently fast so you don't have to chug along for too long. I'll try and do a little bit more than just what's exactly required so that you can see exactly what you're getting into. Oh, crap. The controls are actually pretty solid for this game, even on touch. I'm using the Evo VR Pro Level Gaming Controller, and I've got a link to it that you can click on this card for to watch that video if you want to see me unbox that controller. So there's little caves and such like this that you can crawl through. Each island typically has a dungeon. Each item can be picked up and interacted with. Ah, crap, I can't go get that. That is gone. These little gems, they're explorer crystals, and they give you experience. You can see up on the top left, the more experience you obtain, your level will go up and you can change adventure levels. Which is actually a pretty cool feature. These things here are checkpoints. Something that's kind of fun is that ceramics, these little pots, actually do the most damage out of like any weapon that I've found so far. So you can toss them at almost anything and just knock them out in one hit. Alrighty. So right now we're trying to find our mother's necklace that was mentioned in that opening cutscene. And this game's actually pretty well put together. It's got a lot of cutscenes, especially toward the beginning of the game. And this is kind of like your first dungeon. As you can see, you've got like the door you have to get through. You have to find a key to open it up. Very, very Legend of Zelda reminiscent. Oh, dang it. So something I've noticed is that when enemies are coming out of the ground, they're actually invulnerable. You can't kill them when they're rising. You see, like, little switches like this will do different things. So in this case, it pushes those blocks down. You just have to push that block on top of it to get into it, which is pretty simple. The puzzles get a lot more complex as the game progresses, but for the free trial, everything's pretty basic, just so people can get through it pretty easily. Overall, like, this game it's very, very fun. I played it for a pretty good amount of time. But I'm trying to get through this decently fast so that you guys can get a good feel for the game, see if it's something that you would like to play. The full version of the game is $5 if you're unaware, or I think it's like $5.49 or $5.50 or something like that. It's not too much, but it's still a lot more than a lot of other premium apps out there. In my opinion, it's worth it, but I can't speak for everybody on that. So these things here, these are reset switches, so if you're ever doing puzzles, you can reset everything, reset your puzzle from scratch. So for this puzzle here, this is a slightly more complicated one, but still pretty easy. You got two switches that you press, so you simply just toss some rocks on there to hold it down for you. Alright, we got our mother's pendant right here. You got back your mother's necklace. It seems like it is no ordinary pendant. Right here in this chest is our father's sword and shield. Now we got ourselves our own sword. Hit that little lever, open up that little chamber. Let's make like some birds and get the flock out of here. There we go, we are now level 2, which makes us a traveler instead of just the novice. I do recommend playing the game with a controller, and if you don't have one, it's still pretty fun without it. So, if you guys remember, I said this game is pretty covered in cutscenes to the beginning, and we're about to hit another one. So I'll be quiet for this too.
A long time ago, these islands were the mighty kingdom of Arcadia. The Age of Enlightenment led Arcadians to outstanding scientific discoveries. Engineering and magic ran deep in their blood. A foul war began as Dark Lord Mesmeroth, who had once been a promising candidate for an archmage, led dire folk armies to a war against Arcadia. With the aid of his dark magic and the dire folk, Mesmeroth dug deep into the ground and brought to daylight something that should have stayed in the depths of the earth. Triloth, a mass of dark energy left over from the creation of the world. Black boats arrived to the gates of Arcadia, carrying the dark energy Triloth. Soon the light from the world and from the hearts of men faded. The once flourishing society disappeared into the darkness. After the catastrophe, 3 sea monsters appeared. One of them was Oceanhorn. Oh, it is a vile creature, born under the dark burning light of Tryloth. Although all of these monsters were powerful, only one has survived up to this day. Oh, it is getting late, kid. Return to me in the morning.
Honestly, this part's all like 3-part cutscene. You know, walk home, go to sleep, there's another cutscene, and we walk back to him, and there's one more. One thing I don't understand about this game is that the very first cutscene. Oh, sorry. Very first cutscene, you're talking, or your father's talking to you, and you're in this nice big house. But when you start playing the game and you go to your house, we just have this little tiny tent thing, which is not the same. Next morning, we wake up and everything looks fine and dandy until we get away from our house a little bit. We find these little metal monster spider guys down here attacking our village elder grandpa dude. There we go. Alright, here's the next cutscene.
Old scriptures tell about sacred emblems, relics that hold the power of gods. Their purpose was to maintain the balance of the world, but they lost their power in the catastrophe at the same time as Oceanhorn appeared. I believe that was no coincidence. To unravel the mystery of Oceanhorn, you must find out what happened to the sacred emblems. Here is what I know of them. The emblem of Earth that belongs to the Auru people is hidden in the Perta Desert that was once a vast and beautiful forest. Most of its beauty withered along with the Aurus, wise and fearless bird people. The emblem of ocean belongs to Gilfolk, the people living in the waters of the world. Emblem of ocean is a relic of their long-past glory and former power. The emblem of sun was the pride of Arcadia, a symbol of hope and determination for our kind. I will tell you more about it later. It is time to begin your journey. Seek the sacred emblems. This is the only way to get to Oceanhorn and find out what happened to your father.
You will learn about the islands of Uncharted Seas from your father's notebook. First, you should go talk to the people on Takaro Island. Take this key. It opens the door to appear. I'm sorry, guys. There's something in my throat. Take this key. It opens the door to appear where your boat is kept. Godspeed. Alright, we got the master key. And so before anything else, we've got to go inside his house and steal his art piece. Now this is the exact same thing as a hearth container. If you get enough of these, I believe it's 4, and you'll get another heart, just like in Legend of Zelda. We are approaching the end of the free trial. It is short, but it's still like enough to let you know if it's something you want to get. I believe on iOS there is no trial. You have the chance to buy the game or not. Alright guys, so this is the end right here. As soon as you enter the world map, then you are done with the free trial. I'm going to continue playing and make a little bit more but it's going to be in a separate video. If you want to see what the game is like right after you purchase a full one, then just continue watching when I put that new one out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.